take no loss.
Get up, beat him. Get up, beat him. Make it difficult. Good. Crowd him, go.
I can't take no loss.
Get up, get up, get up. Pressure, get up. Good. Step out him, good. Ball pressure, good. Good. That's good. Pressure, get up, good. Good, get up, make him work. Good, stay in front. Bring him up right. Good job, cut him off.
I really feel it's my time, think it's my hand ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem getting patted. Got a whole agenda, ain't inspired to get ahead, so bump that, it's no surrender. Got it down to flip. I'm trying to get it in FT to get them in their hand and crypto, learn how to fix that.
Last year we finished 16-13. We were 7-3 in league. We tied with Tustin for second. Crean Lutheran came in first, and then we were able to win our first round playoff game versus Mayfair. We had a lot of transition from the previous 2 years with COVID and everything, and so I feel like this season we're excited because we got a full year to practice and to do our system with our kids. We brought in a mental coach. His name is Jake. We thought that approach would be good for our students coming back after COVID and just having the right mind frame for the season. And then we also brought in my friend Natalie Nakase, who's now with the Las Vegas Aces. And she was talking to him about championship mindset since they just won the WNBA championship. We brought in Coach Shinai, who was John Wooden Award winner last year, his first time ever for a Division II coach. He brought in drills for us to work with and just things that most teams don't practice that can make a difference. We also brought in Frank Mitty. He's a social media basketball star. He also was 3-time defending Drew League MVP. And then most recently we brought in Jason Wright to come in and speak to the guys about training and doing different moves outside of the norm. So to put them in uncomfortable positions to try to get better.
All of them, they've played basketball or coached basketball at a high level. So that for sure has helped us with our mindset coming into the season.
It was really cool actually. Each person had their own little flaw that we got to pick up on, and it was really cool to learn from some of the coaches as well.
It was very inspiring. It was cool that he got all those people out for us, and it was a great experience.
Coach Jason, his style of play and his drills really suit me, and I definitely learned a bunch of new moves that I want to implement this year.
Jonah Kim, he's a junior. He's returning first team All-League from last season. He really stepped up his game towards the end of last season, and then this season, or in the fall and the summer, he's just been amazing. He's a leader. He competes to the fullest. He keeps holds our guys accountable, and he's probably the fastest guy I've ever coached with the basketball. So he's a blur out there, and so we're getting him to learn how to change speeds, and he's going to be very dynamic.
Hopefully, returning all-league player. I just got to do the same thing again, except at an even greater level. You know, I was fast last year, got to play faster. I was smart last year, got to play smarter. It's just like doing everything, but to another level.
Jonas Hansen, he's a 3-year varsity player. He's going to be a senior this year. He's a forward. He's kind of our do-it-all guy. He's a jack of all trades. He was our defensive player of the year last year. He can guard bigger than him. He can guard smaller than him. Really proud of him this year. He's been working on his shot, and this summer, I think he probably shot over 45% from 3. So we're excited to see how the season evolves for him, but he's a guy that we're going to depend on for multiple things this year.
This offseason, I really improved on shooting and everything like that. I improved into a guard player, sort of working on my handles, just expanding my game and my range in general.
Mickey Katawaki, he's another senior. He'll be our starting 2-guard. He's also a volleyball player. He has a great deep shot. He's very springy, so he can attack and pull up on people, or he can drive and finish at the rim. Defense is superb. We'll probably put him on the best 2 guards out there. And, you know, he's dedicated himself this past summer to really improve his strength. So his upper body's a lot stronger, so he can finish through contact better this year.
I really wanted to put on muscle because just being at the varsity level comes with having that physical strength, and I wanted to put on that muscle to help myself compete.
Kassan White, he's a forward. He's our senior. He's 6'6", has great length. He will be our defensive stopper for the wing players. He took on a lot of tough competition this summer and the fall, and we really liked what we saw. It wasn't, when he first came here, he wasn't so much a defensive player, but now he's taken and accepted that role, and he's been lights out for us. Again, another guy that's improving his 3-point shot. He stepped up to shoot over 40% this fall, and he's also been working hard on his driving ability.
Defensive side, I've been, taking a lot of pride. I'll hustle for the ball. I'll make sure I'm staying in front of my man, top side. I go for more blocks than I usually do, and I try to stay out of foul trouble.
Michael Wright, he's a junior transfer coming from Valley Christian. We got really lucky with him. This guy's a difference maker. He can score on all 3 levels. I put him on the block. He has great post moves. He can score on the mid-range, and he can also shoot the 3. He brings defensive rebounding and defensive communication. He's always talking out there, and the guys appreciate that because he's putting people in the right positions.
Oh, I love it. I love our defense, our personnel, and the way we play offense is fast-paced, everything.
Ryan Gov is a freshman this year. He's probably the most dynamic freshman we've ever had in our program. He's only the second one to make varsity, and he's going to get a lot of minutes this year. He's going to surprise a lot of people because when you see him, you're like, this guy's really small. But he's shifty, he can get by people. He's a tenacious defender on ball, and he can shoot from half court. And so we're excited. He's had some pretty big games for us this fall. I know he scored 20 points in game versus Orange Lou and Modern Day as well. So he can put it up with the best of them, and we're just excited to have him here too.
I'm able to handle the ball. I can shoot it pretty good. And on defense, I'm like scrappy.
Hey, we got 2 weeks. Day after Thanksgiving's first game. Okay, I know you guys saw the rankings, right? We got stuff to prove. All right, we want to be up there in the top 10. We got to keep grinding. All right, let's go. Take us home.
Go. Cypress on 3. 5 on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Cypress. Good work.